Good morning. How y'all doing out there this lovely morning? Shout out to y'all. We are back with another video, and we're going to be talking about Peter. So Peter, y'all know him for Real Housewives Atlanta, and we're going to get into Nene. Let me first talk about Nene. Her husband is battling cancer, and he's transitioning to the afterlife, and she was at at the lounge, and she announced that pray for her husband. So I'm really, that didn't make me feel good because her husband Greg has been really fighting this cancer. He have been battling with this cancer for a long time. So if he do pass, at least he don't have to suffer. And shout out to anybody that have loved ones that battle cancer. That disease is definitely something. When you get that in your body, it's just terrible. It does the body wrong. And in my career in healthcare, I've took care of people that were cancer patients, and especially those that was on their deathbed. It's really sad. So when she got the news and shared it with us, it was really something. So I don't know if y'all heard about that with Nene Leakes and Greg, but that was going on all over social media, and people were saying they're praying for Nene, and they also praying for Greg. Also, let's get into Peter. Okay, Peter Thompson from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. If y'all don't know, Cynthia ex-husband, he is definitely in trouble right now due to not paying his taxes and not paying his employees. Well, word on the streets that he had not been paying his employees, that their checks were bouncing. So Foxo, Cynthia, I think it was Funky Dineva, and I forgot the other guy's name. That they were covering the story, and Funky Dineva was like, before I get into what they said, Peter went on his slide and he dragged Foxo, and he dragged Cynthia, he dragged Funky Dineva, he dragged the other hosts that was on there. He said, y'all supposed to be my friend, y'all got my number, but yet y'all did not call me when concerned about this, me owing taxes and me owing employees. He said that he do owe taxes and he's paying on his taxes, but his employees' checks do cash. None of the checks are bouncing. So I'm going to say that again. He said none of the checks are bouncing and that he do owe some money, due to taxes. And so, of course, I go listen to Foxo and to see what was going on with Foxo. Oh, yeah, that's his name, Al Riddens. Yeah, that's his name. That's Star Jones ex-husband. Correct. Thank you. So he went off on the Foxo, host. He was like, why would y'all do this? This is trash journalists. Y'all not journalists. Y'all sit on these platforms, y'all lie, and y'all don't do the proper research. But when you go on Foxo and you listen to Cynthia and you listen to Al and you listen to Funky Dineva, they didn't drag them. Like nobody dragged them. It was definitely them doing commentary, just like anybody else was doing commentary. When you went on there and you saw that, nobody dragged him. Nobody. I was listening to see, okay, if they about to really go in on Peter, I'm about to check it out. So they really didn't drag him. They just covered the story just like everybody else. This is what celebrities have to understand. Let me hold this in my hand. This is a little bit better. These celebrities have to understand that just because you are a friend of a certain blogger, that does not mean we can't do commentary on you. Just because we sit down and we eat lobster tail or shrimp, etc., we sit down and we laugh and we kiki, doesn't mean that we cannot do commentary on you. So what Peter is doing, oh, y'all should be my friend, y'all should talk about, they have a job to do. If they have to call every celebrity that they cool with, they're not gonna be able to do no commentary. Let's just say if fucking that even would have called Peter and say, "Hey, Peter, I'm about to run with the story." What if Peter would have said, "Don't run with the story"? Then you can't you can't do your job. Your job is to do commentary on a certain topic. It just so happened Peter was in the news. So what did that mean? We have to talk about Peter. You in the news? So of course we're gonna have to do commentary on you. That's why I try not to have friends in this business, because it may come a time that I may have to do commentary on it. It may have come a time that I may have to drag you. And so me doing that, then you're gonna be like, well, he's supposed to be my friend, and why is that? Okay. So I'm really, 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 really got something to say when people do that. I look at them like, really? So you don't want this person to talk because they your friend? Come on now. I remember, and this is something with a YouTuber. I don't know if y'all know who the Scorpion Show is. And shout out to the Scorpion Show. They celebrated, I think, their 12th anniversary or 12 or 13-year anniversary of doing commentary. And they did an interview with Brandy, and that interview never came out. And if I were them, I would have been released that, because that's supposed to be your friend. Oh, it didn't make you look good because you was out there dragging Monica and all that. So now they couldn't release the interview because it pretty much, Brandy was pretty much dragging people, and Brandy, had to change the heart and say, hey, don't put the interview out. That's why it's not good to have friends in this business. As soon as you talk about a certain subject, they ready to be like, Wiley, I don't want you covering this. I don't want you talking about this. I'm like, really? Come on now. Why I cannot cover this story and everybody else talking about it? It's business. So I want to ask y'all before, in here, do y'all think Peter was right, or do y'all think Peter was wrong? Do y'all think Peter should have went on his platform and said what he said? Now, if you don't know what he said, go to Peter Thompson, his page, his Instagram page, and you would definitely see. And of course, Michelle A.T. she was in the chat, and she said hashtag flop soul. I'm like, here go Michelle A.T. She said flop soul because she can't stand Miss Jordan, or she can't stand Funky Dineva. So she had automatically went up into them comments and said flop soul. Okay. So I actually, I agree with you, Deborah. I actually like Peter. You know what I'm saying? I was on the same panel of Peter, having a conversation with him. I actually like him. And no mainstream media, picked up the story. I will say this. No mainstream media. Did TMZ pick it up? I don't think TMZ talked about it. And when I say mainstream, I'm talking about Entertainment Tonight, TMZ. None of those people picked it up. But I do believe, and I agree with fucking Aniva that he should, or whoever said it on Fox Soul, and I'm going to reiterate it. I don't think that if Peter having financial problems again, I don't think that he should be over the finances. He need to pay somebody that he trusts to be over the finances, because that's something that you can't trust him with the money. I'm going to say that again. When it comes to the finances, I think he definitely need to pay somebody else to control the money. Because if he can't pay his employees and then the IRS is out of that, because he's something wrong with him controlling the taxes. All right. So, and other news, okay, with the YouTuber that got their channel snatched. When I tell you the Barbs, they have been tweeting. I'm gonna bring this in a topic. They have been in the comments. They have been tweeting about this. And so I guess YouTube got tired of just getting tweets. YouTube said, listen, just because they pretty much said, listen, we take all complaints seriously. If we feel as though that you didn't break no community guidelines after the appeal, we'll get back your page. So they just put that. So they was just dragging it. So the Nicki Minaj fans was tweeting and said, don't give her back her page. She talks about people with children. So they've been tweeting YouTube nonstop. When I tell you them Barbs is not playing, they all on there. I don't know if y'all have Twitter, but I have Twitter. I mean, them Barbs said, don't give her back her page. She don't like black women. They playing different clips. Did y'all see that? All on social media. I said, whoa. I said, they ain't playing no games. They is not playing no games. Did y'all see that? All right. So she was saying all that. It's the Barbs are definitely letting it be known that they had something to do with it. And so when I put that title, did Nicki Minaj? Now I got to talk about, did the Barbs do that? Because the Barbs, they definitely been commenting all in the chat. Okay, I was looking. I'm like, oh, look at the Barbs. They said, look at what we did. They trying to get her Twitter snatched and everything. And if I was her, I would just do regular comments. I won't go too far. And like I said in my previous live, I would not go too far, because the appeal has already been sent. Hopefully that she wrote a good appeal. hopefully she does get her page back if that's what if they choose. Because like I was telling people, this is why it's best to have other incomes, because when you do commentary on YouTube, you may get your channel size, you may not. It's they change the rules so often. That's why it's very important to have other streams of income, because you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you could talk about something, they could be like, oh, this is against our guidelines, and so we're gonna take it. That's why it's so important to have other streams of income. And we are an employee. It was good with the police that took her page down. She was harassing them. See, look at the people. Look. And of course, we're gonna go live and we're gonna talk about it some more. Do y'all want me to go live again and do some more commentary on it? Y'all let me know. Because it's technically attached to a celebrity with the Nicki Minaj fans. Y'all let me know. Because when she said about see, I didn't have that clip. So if I would have had that clip, I would have played that clip. But they said she was talking about the cops and harassing the cops and stuff like that. You got to be very, very careful. All right. They said, yes, Mo. They said, go live, because I'm off the next 2 days. So they said, go live. Okay. That's exactly what we're going to do. All right. I said, let me come on here and talk to y'all real quick while I'm on my lunch break. But I'm definitely going to do that and probably talk about it again tonight. Yeah. So we definitely going to have to talk about it. Woo. Y'all, listen. I'm probably, oh, thank you. Because I work a regular job. And because listen, they could take your page at any time. That's just the rules, you guys. We don't own it. I really thought, I'm like, that's true. So that's why I said, let me go and get me a regular job and bring it back of me just doing YouTube for fun. Because I'm gonna say this. Listen, I'm gonna get another income coming in and do what I could do and build other entities. That's why I still have my Patreon. People subscribe over there. That's why we have memberships. And that's why I go live over here. And I go live over on Twitch. I think Twitch is Wiley Show TV. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitch, because we definitely on there. So just subscribe. We're going to do movie night on Twitch and everything like that. I got to do a members only live to talk about Aretha Franklin and Candyman. So if you're not a member, become a member. We already got some other videos on the members only. So I want to thank y'all so very much. Someone said, I have a business, but like my 9 to 5 too, steady income. Exactly. That's how you have to operate. You have to have multiple streams of income. Just don't put it all on YouTube, because listen, it could be gone at any time. And you don't want that to be your only bread and butter. Right. So that's what's good. So for her, she have a dedicated fan base. For her, only thing she should do the Kaya route is to build a website and let your people pay a monthly fee when you go live and do all that. So you talk to an engineer to see how you can go live on your website, and then and then have your people pay a monthly fee. That's how she should operate. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't have to pay for Twitch. Twitch is free. That's how I would do it. If I had a dedicated fan base like that really love me, I would be building other platforms outside of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I even go on bingo and do bingo and talk on bingo. Just do whatever you can do outside of YouTube, because you don't want YouTube just to be your only bread and butter. That's just how I look at the situation. All these apps, Lord, I can't keep up. I know, it's a lot of apps. That's why I tell people to join while you can. You know what I'm saying? Because we are on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and I got a bingo account, but I rarely go over there. But I know it's a lot. It's a lot of apps, you guys. It's a lot of apps. So I want to say this: being at work, y'all, I said, let me just do my work and be done with it and get it done. As I said, when I do that, it's gonna be awesome. Okay. You said all these apps, but I can't keep it all. So Father, yes, you guys just thank you so much for posting that. I go up in there, do my job, and be done with it. I don't do no extra overtime and stuff like that. Got my school assignment put in. Now I'm on the fourth. I think this is the fourth week of class I got. So I got 5 weeks per class. I supposed to graduate if I just keep one class per term, 2023. So I think that's it. The beginning of 2023. Yeah. They said she would never learn. She has to learn. Like people around her, they're gonna have to give her real advice. And she's gonna have to take it. People that's giving her real advice, she should take it. That's how I look at it. If people give you advice, just take the advice. Yeah. So if you're not gonna take the advice, you're gonna keep falling in the ditch. Mm-mm. I be trying to tell folks, I'm like, that's it. If you don't want to be that unfiltered, it's platforms you could do it. Cause like Kaya, she have her own website. I had one of my producers that was subscribed to her channel. So definitely. Yeah. But they said Sherelle World is up here uh get her channel. Well, she already filed her appeal. So there's nothing more she can do. You gotta wait for the appeal process. Okay. Yeah, right. If her page is back, she's going to come back possess. Oh my gosh. I said right, wrong, right. Nothing wrong with failure if you learn from and improve. If you learn from and improve, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I said, hey, when I'm on my lunch break, come and chit chat with y'all. And then when I go live, we can talk and stuff like that. So if y'all got any topics that y'all want me to go live and talk about, we definitely can chit chat on that. And that could be later on today. Because I don't think yeah, that could be later on today. We can chit chat and have a conversation. Cause I gotta go get me some more groceries. Like today, I didn't have no restaurant food. Okay, I got me a bottle of water, so I'm gonna go to the store today. Give me some bread. Give me some lunch meat for just in case if I get hungry, eat a sandwich at work and stuff like that. So I haven't ate no restaurant food. I just been everything that I've cooked, I cook at home. So I'm doing pretty good. She's not getting it back. That's the simple truth. They said Cheryl was on Instagram last night because Cheryl has an Instagram account manager. Yes, okay. But we shall see. Like, listen, I'm gonna be watching and seeing and just let her learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Thank God she knows somebody that have a YouTube account manager that can, what I'm saying, help her with it. And so we shall see how it's gonna operate. But this is a teachable moment for all kinds of creators. Like, it's just certain things we can't do. It's like it's so many rules. It's so many rules, man. I know she had went live and she said she still heard about not having it. But you already got another page that's monetized. If I was her, I would like tell people to just donate directly to you, to your Cash App. You know what I'm saying? And you build your website. That's what I would do. Okay, but that's only if you're gonna listen. But some people say she say something against Jamaican people. She say something against black people. I think some people were saying that she said that Jamaican men are the R word, and I'm like, oh wow, and I'm like, oh, what's the statistics to back that up? People could just make anything, but what is the statistics? You know what I'm saying? So when you make statements like that, uh, without no statistics. Where's the statistics? You could have been like, well, according to this report, these are the crimes, instead of just putting that out there and offending some of your Jamaican viewers and some of your Nigerian viewers. Because like I said, YouTube is worldwide. I have people that watch me from the UK, from the Netherlands, all over that watches, that tunes in to the Wiley Show, that watch me every freaking day. So you want to be cautious on what you do and say, because people are watching you. And I say the same thing for myself. Certain things I can't say on the platform because people are watching. That's just how it is. People are observing. Yes, Jamaica comments made me stop watching. See? It's like that's the thing. That's why you gotta be very, very careful. So of course we're gonna be talking about. We'll probably talk about it later on today, or probably only for members only. We'll probably talk about it, but it's up to y'all whoever's going to join. So I'm reading y'all comments here. This is amazing that y'all are here in these comments. So let me know down in the chat what comments or what should we do? Should we talk about? You should probably get sued due to all the things she said or done. She is a liability. I don't think they can sue a social media app. I don't think they're responsible. It's a certain rule that they under that they are exempt for getting sued for having any liability of what a person posts on social media. I think they're exempt. I forgot what that rule is, but I think they are exempt. Notice I lost her channel before and she always come back. Right. That's a good point. So disappointed with her. I had a lot of respect for her. Oh wow, so now you disappointed in her? Yes, I'm definitely praying for the people in Louisiana because somebody he sent out a tweet. I think one of Roland Martin frat brothers put out a tweet saying his house is flooded. He was in a house with some 60. He had some senior citizens in the house, and his house was flooded. I'm like, I would stay in Louisiana. I'm sorry. Once I get out of Louisiana, I won't go back. Because all the people that had those storms and hurricanes and floods, I definitely will not go back. If I get to leave out of Louisiana, I'm gone. And I'm just keeping it 100% real. Hold on, yeah. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So, once I get out of that, I'm gone. Mm-mm. It's I used to live there. It's a beautiful place, but floods a lot. Yeah, it is. It's a very beautiful place, but it does flood a lot. It does. So you gotta be very cautious. Everybody can't be lying on you. Yeah. So she just gotta work on that and just tweak it. Yep, just like I said in the commentary. Just working on it and tweak it. I used to live there. It's a beautiful place. Floods are like, yes. I can't be there every time in the summertime. It's gonna be some floods. Can't deal with that. Cannot deal with that. Can't go with that. Absolutely not. Well, you mean to tell me that they always have floods? No. Because I remember when I was in, I think I was going to, what was Katrina? When did Hurricane Katrina happen? What year? Was it 2005? 2008? What year was that? Do anybody remember what year that happened? Because I don't know if I was going to high school. I know it happened in the summertime. What year did that happen? Because I think I was heading to high school. Yeah, I was heading to high school. So that had to have been 2005. Yes. So, I was heading to high school. Because it happened in the summer. And I was heading to high school. Yes. 2005. Yeah, that's when I was going to high school. Yeah. Absolutely. August 2005. There we go. Yeah, I was heading to high school. Yes. I remember that because I was at my grandmother's house and I was watching the news and I just seen all the people say, we need help. And I thought this was out of a movie, and it was actually people that was doing this. I was heading to I was heading to be a freshman in Chicago Military Academy. And I was so sad that all of those people were dying. I'm like, oh my God. I was watching it. I was at home at my grandmother's house and we were watching it. Absolutely. And those people own houses talking about, we need help. I remember Oprah, she did a show and she went inside, I think the dome, I think Superdome, whatever they have, and all that. And yeah, I watched it. I watched that documentary that Spike Lee did. I don't know if it was the name of that when the levees broke. Is that the Spike Lee documentary? I remember I watched the Spike Lee documentary, and when I tell you, I cried. was like this one man, his mom died in a wheelchair, and she was just outside and she died. It was sad. It was terrible, man. It was terrible. I hope they never experience that in their life. You know, I hope they never experience it in their life. Uh, Teaching moment for her and everyone else that harass and bully my people all here and doxing went too far. Yeah, you got to be very careful with the doxing. Absolutely. You got to be very careful when you're doing that doxing and stuff. You got to be careful. Absolutely. Now I ain't do no yelling because I'm saving my energy because I got to do 2 o'clock. I think 2:30. I'm gonna be going on All About the Tea because she gonna be covering the Real Housewives of Potomac. We're gonna be covering that, and then I'm gonna do my show. So I'm saving my energy because I can get on here and be loud. They said, "But why you so loud?" Yeah, Sheree had issues. Monica crazy how that could bring two people with hate and comment together. Yeah. I don't know why she hate Monica. I don't know why she hate Monica. Cause you said that she hate Monica. I want to know why. I really want to. I really want to know why. That's a good question for me to ask her. Yeah. Well, okay. Make sure y'all comment below in the chat. I'm gonna get ready for tonight live. Can't wait for that. We will see y'all again tonight. Thank you all so very much for chatting with me today, and I will see y'all in the next live. Because I'm a, oh